I'm Hava, and in this video, we're gonna take a tour around my first New York City apartment. I'm gonna give you details on size, amenities, and how I got such a great deal. And if you wanna hear about that last part, including the dollar amount I'm paying for this space, stick around until the end. Let's start by taking a look at the common areas of my apartment. I live in a 5-bedroom, 2.5-bathroom duplex in a walk-up building. That means there's no elevator. I live on the 2nd floor of the building, which is actually the 1st level with rooms. Because I rent from a co-living company, they've supplied the common areas with furniture and some kitchen basics like dishes. The space has a dishwasher and an in-unit washer-dryer, which are major luxuries in New York City apartments. The cabinets are not too organized, but it works fine enough. This shelf is where I keep my food, and my roommates keep their food on other shelves and cupboards. We don't have a pantry. This is the utility closet. The washer and dryer I mentioned. And this is the half bath. This stairwell leads up to 2 rooms and 1 bathroom, but I've never gone up there since I don't live up there and everything else is on the 1st floor of our apartment. Then we've got a shoe rack and a hall that leads to the bathrooms I share with 2 roommates. It's nice and spacious and has great lighting for doing makeup. Next, we'll take a look at my room specifically. I want to show it to you in 2 phases. First, empty and how I found it upon my arrival, and then we'll take a second look around now that it's lived in and fully decorated. When I walked into the room, it was bigger and brighter than I'd expected. I have high ceilings, built-in lights, and a large window facing north and the street. When I measured the room, I got dimensions of approximately 15 feet 9 inches by 9 feet 7 inches, which comes out to about 150 square feet.
We're going to start at the door where I can put my clothes hanging on racks. And then we've got this remote, which controls my personal AC, which I absolutely love and do not take for granted. And then we've got my little area where I get
Ready and to go. Got my purse. I've got my clothes that are not clean, not dirty. I'll rewear them before putting them in the laundry. I've got my bathroom stuff kind of here because when things were really rough with the pandemic, I wanted to reduce my exposure. This came with the unit because it came somewhat furnished. And then I've got my evening stuff and I've got my bookshelf, which I really like. Ooh, this fell. My sister made that. I've got this funky poster that I don't love, but it's kind of funny. Got the drawers inside here. It's got tech, nails, and tea, kind of random. And the other drawers have my clothes. Some of my clothes, winter stuff. And before we go on, I want to make sure you see this awesome rug. I got it from Urban Outfitters, and it's just energizing and creative and so artsy. It gives me all the vibes I need when I'm working. Down there is a little medicine basket so that every day I remember to take it without it being an eyesore on my desk, which I absolutely love because I've got this drawer where I keep pens and different utensils. I absolutely use all of this and love it. And then in here I've got my cabinet where, you know, desk stuff, work stuff, because I'm a tutor. I've got some notebooks. Then we've got my chair, which spins and rolls and is kind of comfy. Of course, this is a major workstation. I have this, which I wanted to hang, but I found out that I'm gonna have to move out of this apartment, which I don't wanna get into in this video. Maybe I'll talk about this on another video on my channel, but now that I'm gonna have to move out, I don't really wanna hang that up. But yes, this is my vision board and keeping me on track. Really helps. So that's my work area. I really try to keep working to that area and kind of treat it like my office. Then we have the bed. And I absolutely love this comforter. It makes me feel so cozy. See how cozy that is. And I also have some puzzle stuff right here. So this is where I keep my jigsaw puzzles. And this is a puzzle board that I use so that I can actually do puzzles even though I don't have a table. So it's just something going on. Oh, and look at this. Sneaky.
I have these containers, and inside is where I keep my kitchen stuff, which go ahead and click the link up at the top if you want to see what all is in this bag, because I did a whole video on it. This is my exercise stuff because I exercise in this open area. I have to do workouts on YouTube, and so I've got my exercise mat and my yoga blanket and all this stuff. Very easy. And humidifier, air purifier. And this is my bedroom area. This is my tripod. I use it all the time, so I left that. Another rug from Urban Outfitters that I really like. And this
Here. It's just kind of extra storage. Not exciting. This is a basket of kind of miscellaneous, healthy, like skin and wind down, yeah. And then we've got like this kind of wind down book stuff next to the bed. I really love this pink Himalayan salt lamp. You know, some jewelry, you know, night stuff, my retainers. Just the basics, I feel like. And then here we've got my little plant. He's been flourishing and thriving, and I actually water him with a water bottle just because that's what I have, but I think it's really fun that he drinks from a water bottle too. And this is my window. Not gonna show you the street, but the street is out in front. But you can see it's nice and big, and these ceilings are so high. Very cool. And then the closet. This is a major luxury in New York City. The size of this closet is incredible. I had to move the tripod. First of all, it's 2 doors. Look at how wide it is. Now I brought in the baskets, and that's where I keep stuff like extra medicine and my towels and, you know, miscellaneous things like plastic bags. Of course, I've got some clothes hanging and my robes, and I've got my laundry bag there, some shoes, and I've got my suitcase, things like a chair, and this drawer system is mine. I do have storage up there, which would be great to use, but even with a step stool, it's too high for me, so I just can't utilize that. And I've got this full-length mirror, which is very helpful when I'm getting dressed. Hi. I could lock it if I want, but I usually don't like to do that. I know, the big question is, what am I paying for this? I'm gonna tell you, but before I do, I wanna acknowledge that most people watching this video probably don't understand New York City real estate, so I'm gonna go ahead and lay out the factors that contributed to this cost first. Timing is a big deal. I signed this lease in mid-October of 2021 for a move-in date of November 18th, 2021. This was a pretty good time because the colder months are a more expensive time to rent in New York City. The other thing is that the pandemic was still affecting pricing when I signed. I started with a short 3-month lease, and when I renewed, a variant was exploding, so I think the property manager was a lot more open to negotiating with me on the price. In addition to timing, the amenities I have here make the space more desirable, so things like a smaller room, no dishwasher, no laundry, less light, can all bring the price down. But location plays the biggest part of all when it comes to the cost of a room or an apartment. You could have an apartment that's way worse than this one, but in a much more desirable area of town, and it could cost a lot more than what we've got here. I live in a neighborhood in Brooklyn, and while I live in the area, I prefer to not tell you exactly which neighborhood I'm in, but to give you some perspective, Brooklyn has 77 neighborhoods, and I do live in one of the cooler ones. I'm not gonna live in this neighborhood forever, so I'm happy to add the name of the neighborhood in the description below once I leave. Just remind me. For everything you've seen in this video, my first 3 months cost $1,525 per month, and when I renewed, I was able to negotiate the cost down from their offer of $1,875 to $1,601 per month. Was my rent more or less than what you were expecting? And do you live in an apartment? If so, what town or city do you live in and how much are you paying for rent? Is it similar or way different than what I've got here? I moved here so that I could produce content about New York City, so if you're interested in the sites and things to do here, go ahead and click this playlist up here. But before you do, make sure you go ahead and like this video, subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications, and of course, follow me on Instagram for more daily content. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. Bye!